Hey, beginner brass players, you have had a fantastic start on your instruments the last couple of weeks. I want to make a video to talk about tonguing today because as we're getting into our second and third lessons, we're talking more about how to tongue on brass instruments, which can be kind of tricky to start to figure out how do we work our tongue with our lips and making sounds and all of that in the mix. So in lessons, we talk about two tonguing, making sure that each note is starting from the tip of our tongue. And how we do that is we just do exactly like it sounds. We would say two, 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 and we can feel where our tongue placement is in our mouth. So our tongue hits kind of right behind our front teeth to get that articulation. So a good way you can do this at home is just by saying, to start, two, two, two. Feel where that tongue hits, two, two, two. Okay, then the next step is you're just going to blow that but not vocalize it. So you'll go, and so you're going to feel the air release from the tip of your tongue. And every time we play a note on brass, for right now, we're going to make sure that we start that note with the tip of our tongue, releasing the air from the tip of our tongue. So on the mouthpiece only, it'll sound like this. Okay. Notice my lips didn't move at all. So here are some of the common pitfalls that I see. Sometimes students will pulse their air. They'll go, and it'll sound like this. Okay. Or sometimes I'll see students do this. They'll go, trying to release the air from their lips. But that's really hard because it messes up the buzz, which is what is making the sound on your mouthpiece. So we have to make sure that we're not letting ourselves go or pulsing our air like that. Okay, so just make sure you're avoiding those things. It can be helpful to just practice on the mouthpiece in front of the mirror, making sure we're getting that solid tongue before we put that into the instrument. Like that. Okay, for trombone, same sort of thing. Okay, we'll just do that same thing on the mouthpiece. And then we can put it into the horn. Again, making sure we're not going with our lips or pulsing our air and puffing our cheeks. For brass players, it's so important we don't let those cheeks puff when we're playing, because that can cause problems with our lips buzzing. So we keep our corners firm while we're playing, but the middle of our lips is still pretty relaxed. Like that. And when all of that's in place, it makes it easier to get a clear articulation on the instrument. Another way we can approach that, if you're still having a hard time getting it, and if you are, that's okay. It's perfectly normal. Sometimes we get it right away, and sometimes it just takes a while to figure out how to coordinate all of that stuff. So be patient with yourself. So let's say after you've tried those things, oh man, I still can't get it. Here's one more thing to try. What you can do, put the horn up to your face, but instead of putting your lips on there like you're used to, you're going to put your lips around the mouthpiece, and then you're going to blow 2, 2, 2. So it'll be like this. Okay, so we get used to feeling how our tongue releases the air into the instrument. And then we put our lips slightly closer together, but not quite yet making a sound. Same thing, just releasing from our tongue, lips closer together. And then that sound will come out. I hope that's helpful as you're navigating these first couple weeks on your brass instrument, whether it's trumpet or trombone or tuba or euphonium. I've been so impressed with what you're doing so far. Remember, consistency is key. If you can be consistent with something, you can be great at it. I'll see you in your next lesson.